In this video, I focus on doing savings challenges from small shops, from budgeters and creators right here in our YouTube budgeting community. So if you're looking for some fun new challenges, stick around. Hey, my budgeting friends, thanks for joining me today for my budgeting community savings challenge video. If you're a new subscriber, I am so happy that you tuned in to see what this video is all about. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, I am eternally grateful for your continued support. If you like savings challenges, give this video a like because I'm going to be doing some fun ones, and I hope that you will discover maybe some new creators or some new challenges that you might be interested in doing and supporting these creators as well. So first, I am going to count my money because I always forget to count my money and let you guys know how much I'm working with. All right, so today I am working with $313 for my savings challenges, and we are going to jump right in. All right, how's everybody doing? Thank goodness it's the end of the week. It is the weekend. I hope you're doing something fun this weekend, even if that fun means just resting and relaxing from the past week, because that is what I am doing. Okay, I'm going to put my binder to the side because I always seem to get a little bit of glare off of that. My first challenge is going to be my Saving Around the World Savings Challenge. And I actually believe I did not finish. I was thinking I finished the month of June, but I did not. This Savings Around the World Challenge is from 12 different creators from within our budgeting community. And it represents, this is really unique, represents 12 different countries. This tells you how diverse our budgeting community is. And I am so thankful and appreciative to all these ladies for putting this together. So we are going to be finishing out June. And June is from Mel of Mom She Queen. And June is Hong Kong. So for Hong Kong, I have 2 more groups left. I have made each group worth $5. So I'm going to circle the last 2 to complete this. So it's the Hong Kong money and coins are the last 2. And I am going to save $10 for this and put it in my Savings Around the World challenge and finish up June. So next time I will be working in July, and July is going to be the Philippines, and I am really enjoying this. Lovely Budgets HK is the creator of July, so be sure and join me in a couple of weeks when I do this video again, and we will be exploring the Philippines. Okay, next I'm going to jump into my Save 2025 and 2025. And this challenge is from Nita at the Almost Organized Owl. And this challenge is, of course, a bigger challenge, but I've got as much time as I want to work on it. That's the great thing about savings challenges, is that you can do them at your own pace and as your budget allows. So what I've been doing for this one is, for my first rolls, I've been using my 20-sided die to do this one. So let me find that. So I have my 20-sided die. And then if you've never joined me before, what I do is usually I have money left over at the end. And if I do, then I come back to this one and try to fill in a few more blocks. So I am just going to roll. Well, let me use my 6-sided die, I think. Or no, I used my 4-sided die. That's what I used to see how many times I'm going to roll. See, where is it? It's in here. There it is. All right, so I have my 4-sided die. And this is going to tell me how many times I am going to roll. And just so those of you that don't know, the four-sided die actually has 1, 2, 3 on one side, 2, 3, 4 on another, 2, 4, 1. So it mixes those numbers up to make them random. So let's see what I got. Oh, it says, okay, I'm going to roll one time for this one. So I am going to just roll one time, this first time, and see what I'm going to fill in. And I am filling in 8. And if I don't have a number available, I just roll again. And I am looking, and I don't believe that I have an 8 left. I don't. So I'm going to roll again. Whoop, went off the board there. So 4. And I don't think I have a 4 left. So let's roll again. 13. Okay, I've got to have a 13 here somewhere, right? Let's see. A 13 or a combination of two numbers that will equal 13 will work just as well. But let's see if I have a 13. I do have a 13 down here. Okay, so I'm going to save 13 for the first round of Save 2025 and 2025. All right, next is one of my favorite games, and this is actually my second go round on this one. This is My Math is Mathing by my girl Plan and Budget with Jan. And Jan actually came out recently with 2 more versions of this. And the newer versions, let me get that out of the glare. The newer versions have less boxes on them, a different design. So if you are interested in this savings challenge, Jan has an Etsy shop, and Jan also has a Ko-fi. I saw that she put the new ones on the Ko-fi. So either place you can go and get this challenge. All right, so let's just get going with My Math is Mathing. And I think what I'll do is I'll finish out row 2 today. And I forgot an important part of this challenge. So this is an addition, multiplication, subtraction, division die, and I have to roll this with these 2 die to figure out what I'm going to save. There we go. Okay, so we have 5 divided by 4, and if I get a fraction, I roll again. All right, so we have 3 minus 1, and so that's going to be 2. So I'm just going to fill in 2 for that box. I got 3 more. All right, then I have 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 more. I have 3 divided by 3. Let me put these so you can see them. 3 divided by 3, which is 1. The dice are being kind today. And then I have 5 minus 1, which is going to be 4. So I have 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. So I need to save 9 for My Math is Mathing, and I think I have $1 in here. I do. So I'm going to put $1 back and just stick a 10 in here for this week. All right. My next challenge is quickly becoming one of my favorites. So this is actually my favorite group, BTS, and this challenge is from My Budget Life. And for those of you who don't know, BTS is a Korean band. I hesitate to call them a boy band because if you get to know them, get to know their music, they're much more than a boy band, but absolutely my favorite group. And My Budget Life has this as a downloadable. And she also has a ton of other K-pop influenced savings challenges. So if you're a K-pop fan, or even if you're not, they're fun challenges. You can go visit her on Etsy and download savings challenges. All right, I'm going to mix my cards up. So let's see what I am going to get this time. The rules are over here. I am changing the rules just a little bit, and you'll see, if I pull the extra savings cards, you'll see, and I'll explain why. So I also said that for each time I play this, I would give another fun fact about the band. So it is official. All of the members are now out of the military. As Korean males, they are required to do service in the military, and the group went in starting about 2 years ago. And the last one, Suga, got out last weekend. So they are out and regrouping and can't wait for new music to come from them. I'm sure it'll take them a while to get back readjusted, but just so glad they've completed that phase of their life and looking forward to what's to come for them. So first, I am going to pull a card, and I got Jimin. So Jimin is my bias, and in K-pop, if you're unfamiliar with it, your bias is like your favorite. I love all of them, but there's just something about Jimin. There's this saying is that once you Jimin, you don't jump out. And he's just adorable, and I love him. So for my bias, I already have Jimin filled in here. And if I already have it filled in here, what I do is I save $5 and I fill in a light stick. Whoops. So BTS's fan color is purple. That's why I'm using purple for this. And I am going to put a heart in a light stick, and I'm going to pull out $5. And then Jimin is my bias, so I have to save an additional $3 for him. He's worth extra savings. And that will complete that one. So I am almost done with this. I didn't realize it. I do have another BTS challenge from her that I'll be doing, so I'm not worried about finishing this one because I got another one lined up. All right, Jin, I think I already have Jin filled in also. So, and Jin does not apply to any of my extra savings, so I'm going to save another $5 for Jin. I'm going to pull another card. All right, I'm going to pull V. I actually have V filled in already. So I'm going to save another $5 for V and do another light stick. I think I'm just going to keep going, but I don't know if I'll finish this out because I still need J-Hope and Jungkook over here. So I think I'll pull one more card. One more. Okay, I got a light stick, and even though this one says +3, I have been saving $5 for light sticks, so I'm going to save another $5 and color in another light stick. All right, so that is going to do it for my BTS challenge today. I have 2 members left, Jungkook and J-Hope, and I have 1 light stick left, so I should be able to finish this next time. And for this one today, I have saved a total of $5, $10, $15, $20, $1, $2, $3. $23 for my BTS challenge today. And I didn't get Suga. For the first 3 times I think I played this, I got Suga on the first pull, and last time I got him on the second pull. So I got something a little bit different today. All right, and I'm going to put this all back in there. All right, next we're going to Livy Land, and this is from Jolene over at Livy Land. Jolene has an Etsy shop, and she also has a channel here on YouTube. So she has tons of challenges, tons of budgeting products, really cute stuff. So please, go support Jolene. And for this challenge, I've just been rolling 1 die, and let's see. I'm going to roll 1 to see how many moves I'm going to make. And then I will roll the die to see how far I'm going to go on the game board. All right, so I'm doing 2 today. And my first one is 2. So I'm going to move 2 spaces, which is $10. 1, 2. Okay, and my second roll is going to be a 1. So I'm going to move 1 space and save $2. Okay, it's 1, 2. So my total today for Living Land is $12. All right, Boop and Budgets. This is from my bestie Irene. Her channel is Boop and Budgets, and Irene does have a Ko-fi. That's where I got this from. So for this one, I need 2 dice. And I think I've been using the black dice and the red dice for this one to kind of match the theme. And we're just going to roll. All right, so I have a 6 and a 2. And I have this 6 and 2 done already. I have 2 and 6, that's done already. So we'll roll again. All right, I have 6 and 6, and I don't have that one done yet. So this one is the $2 Betty Boop. So I'm going to pull $2 out for that one. And let's roll again. I got 5 and 3. So 5 and 3 I have already. 3 and 5 I have already. So let's roll again. I think I'm going to roll until I get 3 of them done. All right, 3 and 3. We have another $2 Betty Boop. So I'm going to take 2 more out. And 1 more. 5 and 4. 5 and 4 is done already. And 5 and 4 is not done here. Another $2 Betty Boop. I got all the $2 Betty Boops today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a 5 and a 1 because that's a total of 6, and I'll keep those singles. And I will save $6 today for my Boop and Budgets 2025 challenge. Okay, and then next is from my other bestie, Yeji. You guys say prayers for Yeji. I think she's on the mend, but she had surgery last week or earlier this week, and really, hoping that she's healing well and getting well. I sent her a get well message, and she replied back, so I think she's doing pretty good. But so glad that Yeji got taken care of what she needed to get taken care of, and hopefully is on the mend and healthy. All right, so let me roll the 6-sided die to see how many times I'm going to roll. And I'm just doing this one as a roll and save. And I just had the 6-sided die. What did I do? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I am going to be filling in. Oh, I got to do better than 1 for Yeji. Let's see. 2. Okay. I'm filling in 2. So I'm rolling 2 dice and then filling in the number. All right, so I got a 7. So I'll fill that in there. And I got another 7. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 14. See, are there any dollars in here? Yep, there's singles in here. So I'm going to take a single out, and I'm going to put 15 into my Let's Be Rich challenge from the Yej budget. Yeji has a Ko-fi. This is where I got this from, and it's actually a freebie. She's got several freebies out there, and she also has a YouTube channel. So go visit her YouTube channel and watch some videos. All right, my next one is from Drip by E. Drip by E is Erica. Erica's channel here on YouTube is Black and Blue, and Erica does bling pins. So I have several of her bling pins. Actually, I can show you some of them because I have them right here. I usually keep them pretty close. And I've accumulated these over time. So, they're just really, really, really pretty. This was a mystery pin. This is Mickey and Minnie kissing, if you can see that one. Here's my Green Bay Packer pin. It's got a football design on it. This was the mystery pin from her mystery box for Easter. And then I have a couple of pins. These are the Northern Lights pins. They're just really, really pretty pastel colors. Ooh, love the way those are glittering on camera. And then this one was from, I actually ordered with my last order, I think, that I placed from her, just because I love the colors on it. And then this one is a pencil style. See that? So, aptly so, the savings challenge that I'm doing is a pen, and I've been rolling my 20-sided dice for this one also to decide how many crystals I'm going to color in, and I've got somewhat of a pattern going. So let's roll and see how much I'm going to color in today, and each crystal is worth $1. All right, so today I am coloring in 13 crystals, and I may speed this up for you guys. We'll see, but I'm going to color them in for now. Okay, so I'm saving $13 this week with my Bling Pin Drip by E challenge. And Erica actually does have her own website, so you can find her pins on, I believe it's dripbye.com is the address. But if you go to Black and Blue 104, which is linked in the description, you'll find the links to where to go to her shop. All right, my next one is my Happy Meal Fund from Angela at Emzo Budgets. Angela has an Etsy shop, and actually I believe that she just had a launch, so go and support Angela's launch. And for my Happy Meal Fund, I'm rolling the six-sided die, which I do a lot. I don't know why I keep putting it back in the container. I should just leave it out because I use it so much. And actually saving up because I am going to use this for Happy Meal. So let's roll. Okay, I'm coloring in 1. I'm getting all low numbers today. I mean, it's weird. I'm not complaining about it, but it's just weird. All right, so I'm saving $5 today for my Happy Meal Fund. All right, I'm leaving my six-sided die out because I seem to need that quite often. All right, next I'm going to shut the fridge, and this is from Mish Money. Mish has several versions of Shut the Fridge. This is Shut the Fridge 1, the original. Mish has a Etsy shop, and she also has a Ko-fi. So go and support Mish. And I'm going to do, let's see, I'll do green. Yeah, green and orange. And we'll do a couple of games of Shut the Fridge, which is basically, this particular one is like Shut the Box. So we'll play a few rows of this and see what we get. All right, so we have 2 and 2, which is 4. So I'm going to check off the 4. I've got 5 and 4, which is 9. So I'll check off the 9. Sorry, guys. I always forget the light glare. All right, we've got 6 and 6, which is 12. So I need a combination that totals 12. And I think 7 and 5 are going to be the best combo for that. I've got 4 and 1, which is 5. And I don't think I can cross anything else off because I have a 6, I have a 3, a 2, and a 1. So, or I have an 8, a 6, a 3, a 2, and a 1. So I'm going to save, I got to add this up, 8 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 20. Ooh, that was an expensive one. All right, I'm going to play one more time. All right, I got a 6 and a 3, which is 9. Oh, I've been underlining what I saved so that I can make sure at the end that I have the right amount in. All right, we got a 4 and a 3, which is 7. I've got a 5 and a 3, which is 8. Oh, getting the big ones out of the way this time. Okay, I got a 3 and a 1, which is 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 left. I got a 3 and a 5, which is 8. Do I have anything that totals 8? I do. A 6 and a 2 is 8. So I have 5, 3, and 1 left. So I have a 6 and a 6, which is 12, and I can't save anything else. So I'm going to say 5 plus 3 plus 1, which is going to be 9. And let me see if I have a dollar in here. I do. So I'll put this dollar here, and I'll save 10. So that was an expensive one, Mish. This one was $30 this week, but good savings. All right. And then next, I have one that I started last time, and this is from, on Etsy, she's Kimmy's Budgets. On Instagram, she is Beijing Girl Budgets, and on YouTube, she's Beijing Girl Budgets. And this is a scratch off, which I was dying to get some scratch offs, so I did load up on some scratch offs from various shops that I have started some, and I have some in reserve that I will eventually get to. So for this one, I'm going to roll my 6-sided die and see how many I'm going to be scratching off. The pink flip-flops are $5. The blue flip-flops are $3. All right, I'm going to be scratching off 5. Oh, this should be a good one. This should be a good one. All right, so I'm just going to go from the bottom and start scratching. Okay, so that's 1. Double your last amount saved. And I don't know what I don't remember which one was my last amount. Was it a pink one or was it a blue one? So I'm going to say it was a blue one. Since there's 2, odds are it was a blue one. And I will double the amount saved last time. So that'll be $6. Okay, I got 4 more to scratch. All right, pink flip-flops. So I'm going to save $5 for the pink flip-flops. So that's 2. I got 3 more to scratch. Another set of pink flip-flops. So another $5. Got 2 more. Ooh, double the last amount of saved again. So that's going to be $10 because the last one was $5, the pink flip-flops. All right, and I got 1 more. And a set of blue flip-flops. So that's going to be $3. All right, let me get rid of the scratch off crumbs. I don't know where my little vacuum cleaner is to vacuum that up. So let's see how much I saved in total. Whoa, for Hello Summer. This one was an expensive one. Let's see. Let me get this right. So for this one, I saved a total of 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So I think what I'll do is I'll put these 5s and this 10 back and take a 20 and put it in here. That was a big one this time. All right, and then the last one in here is actually mine. And this is my Do the Math. This was in my last release. The numbers on the right, once you scratch off all these numbers, you'll save 75. And then how you play this is you scratch off the number first. And then I came up with another twist, which I'll explain to you when I play it. But first I'm going to scratch off the number and see what I'm saving. So I'm going to be saving 15 for the scratch off. All right, so that's 10 and 5. And then what I have to do is I have to come up with a formula that equals 15. And this could be dicey. This could be very dicey because what I decided to do was this die actually came from the My Math is Mathing challenge from Jan. But last time I used this to determine which symbol I had to use for my formula. So an addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division sign. And I rolled it to see what sign was going to drive my numbers. All right, so I have an addition sign. So with this, what I will do is I will roll the first number and then complete the formula with the second number and then say both of those numbers. So if you're doing this, you could stop you could do this slower than me. You could stop at the 15, just save the 15, and then next time go back and do your formula, or you could roll one like I'm going to do now. So I rolled a 2, and let me put a 2 in. And I have to use the addition sign, so I'm going to fill that in. So my second number is going to be 13, because 2 plus 13 equals 15. As an example, the previous one, I scratched off 20, and then I rolled a multiplication sign. So it's 4 times 5 is 20. Again, this came from My Math is Mathing. So, this does not come with my challenge, but I had this, so I decided to use it that way. But just showing you how you can be creative with challenges and, do something different than it was designed, because that is not the way I designed this, but this is the way I'm playing it. So I need to save a total of another $15. So for Do the Math, I have 10, 20, 30, and I'm going to keep a 10, put these back, and grab a 20. All right. Okay, I will go back to my save 2025 and 2025, but first I have to pull out my Beach Bunny collab challenge. If I can find my, there it is. Found my envelope and my game board. And this is a this or that. This is a collab that I'm in. We started June 1st. Wow, it's been a month already, guys. With all these other ladies, which I have listed in the description, all these other budgeters and creators and beautiful human beings. So I'm going to continue my this or that. And I think I left off with, I did swim or read. And what I've been doing is I've been making my choice over here and then saving $2 for my choice. And then if there's an icon that goes with that, so for instance, bike ride or jog, if I choose bike ride, is there a bike over here? If I choose jog, is there somebody jogging over there? Because there's not pictures for all of these. So sometimes I'll save $4, sometimes I'll save $2. All right, so I'm just going to keep going with this one. So bike ride or jog, definitely bike ride. So I'll save $2 for that. And then there is a bike over here. So I'm going to check that off. And I've been using a different color each time so that I can keep track of what I saved each time I did this. Bird watch or people watch. I am a people watcher. I don't know about you guys, but it fascinates me to sit back and watch people, especially like in metropolitan areas, and just kind of make up stories about what they're doing. They're going to work, or if it's a family, oh, it's a family day out and they're taking the kids to the museum. But I love to people watch. All right, farmer's market or escape heat in the mall. I am going to say, farmer's market. Actually, I don't mind the heat, and farmer's markets can be pretty fun. I took my mom to one a couple of weeks ago when she visited, and she had so much fun in that farmer's market. So I need to save $2 for the farmer's market. So that would make this 6. So I'm gonna put these back. I'm gonna keep track as I'm going so I don't lose track. And then see, do I have a farmer's market or a mall over here? No corresponding picture for this one. All right, next one is lake or mountains. Definitely lake. I love fishing. Oh, there's a lake over here. There's a lake and mountains. So that's going to be another 4. So I'm going to grab this one and put a 5 there. And I checked off the lake, and I underlined the lake, and I checked off the lake and mountains. I love fishing. I come from an area of the country. I'm not there now, but grew up in an area where it was just abundant in lakes, and have great memories of going fishing with my grandmother and her putting, all of us grandkids in our car with some fishing poles and heading out to the lake. So definitely lake. Vanilla or chocolate ice cream. I'm gonna say chocolate ice cream. I had some chocolate ice cream today at work. It was so good. And we do have chocolate ice cream over here. So that's gonna be another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Should I finish this one off? I think no, there's too many left. So I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll save the rest for the next time. All right, fishing or walk in the park. Oh, I just told you guys, fishing. Definitely fishing for me. So I need 2 more. And let's see, if I take 3 back and put 5. There, that's the math for that. And let's see if fishing, we got a fishing guy over here. And what was the other one? Walk in the park. I don't see anybody walking in the park. Let me just double check. All right, I think I got it. So for my beach party summer collab this week, I saved 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Good deal. So I'm going to add this to my envelope. Lots of ones in here. That'll be great. I never get ones from the bank because it just seems like I got them at some point in time and they just somehow keep multiplying through change and that type of thing. All right, so that's going to be my beach party summer collab. Go support all these ladies. Look in my description for the link and for everyone who is a part of this collaboration. And please go support them, watch their videos, play their playlists. That's another thing that you can do to support. Not everyone, it's understandable, not everyone, you know, can buy from every shop or, you know, has the desire to buy from every shop. But one thing you can do to support any and all of these creators is to watch their videos, which, you know, doesn't take anything but you giving your time. All right, so what do I have left? I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2. I have 102 left. So I think I am going to go back to my save 2025 and 2025. And I'm going to grab my calculator and I'm going to start filling in some of the larger numbers. This is what I've been doing. So I'm going to start with 29, which is the largest one I can find. Is 29. Whoops, so I need to put in 102 and then minus 29. So I have 73 left. And where's another large one? Here's another 29. So I'm going to take away another 29. I have 44 left. Let's do, I see a 22. Minus 22. So that should leave 22. And then can I find some smaller numbers that make up 22 to fill in a couple of smaller numbers? So let's see, there's a 22 up there, but see, there's a 5, that would be 10. Is there a 12? Oh, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill in a 5, and a 12. This time it's about quantity, trying to get more filled in. So I'm going to take 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 2, and put it in my 2025 challenge. And that is going to wrap up my budgeting community friend savings challenges for this week. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, leave me a like. Please leave me a comment. You guys know I love your comments and I do respond to everyone. And please watch one more video of mine. Just watch one more video. That's a new request for me, but I would really appreciate it and appreciate your support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.